So you want to cut styrofoam sheeting for yourself. That's great because that means that you're scratch building. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this sheet into sheets of thin foam. Now, I've been cutting this for a while and I've got it down to 1/16. Why anybody would want that, I'm not sure. I'm just showing off here. You can make it as thick as you want by changing out the tubing. The tubing holds the wire above the work surface, and this decides how thick the foam sheeting is going to be. Obviously you can just go with larger tubing if you want thicker pieces. Now it is important that the table is smooth. This is the material that I cover my table with. I get it from Home Depot and it's very slick, so the foam slides very easily. Now this piece right here is what we're going to use to attach a string or cord to the sheet being cut. Now pay attention to the angles. This helps the tape grip, masking tape, grip the foam sheeting. And this will do our pulling. Now the cutting wire. The cutting wire is 20,000 stainless steel safety wire. Like this. You can buy a 1-pound roll of this stuff relatively affordably, I guess is the word. It's probably 100 times more than what you need. If you want, you can go to my website. I've got a 40-foot length of it. You can string a 4-foot bow 10 times with this. So if you don't want to have to put up with a roll hanging around your shop, then this here will work. Stainless steel wire, this size, heats up to the temperature needed to cut foam with 10 amps, 12 volts. You can use a battery charger, I suppose, to apply the power to the wire to do your foam cutting. Now, this if you're on the website getting the wire, you might as well get this book. The book it's everything that I've learned about building with foam, including this process that I'm getting ready to show you. Now, at this end of the table, I've got a bucket with 4 pounds of lead in it, and the cord leads to the foam panel. Set it over the edge of the table, and I'm going to get that knot out of there. There we go. Now it's applying tension to the board. Now on top of the foam sheet, I have got small weights. They're about the size of a C-cell battery. It's just enough to hold it onto the surface of the work surface and keep it flat. Right down here, you're going to see the thickness that we're going to cut. The wire comes down to here. Same size tubing that's on the other side. This nail here keeps it from traveling back and forth, but as you can see, I've been doing this a while and it's cut a groove in the table. That doesn't matter, because on the other end of the wire is 5 pounds of weight in another bucket. Now what happens here is, if you want to adjust the tension of your wire, you just add weight to the bucket. Now this is the 12 volts right here. There it goes. The wire has the 12 volts, 10 amps, and all I have to do is hook it. If I hook it here, it's going to be hot because the wire's shorter. You come down further and it's going to be a cooler cut. We're going to go about midway, and it's going to start cutting. Now it's important that you don't disturb the cut while it's working. Don't change the temperature, don't move weights, don't push it, just let it do its thing, and you'll have a uniform sheet of foam. 12 volts, 10 amps, 4-foot wire. That's really all you need to know. Now, as far as over here on the other side, there's the other end of the wire, and it has power going to it. You can see. Now the kerf here, you can see the thickness that it's cutting right there. The tubing that's in here is 1/8 inch. So the radiant heat from the wire is cutting it a little bit thinner than the tubing, so you're just going to have to experiment to get the size sheeting that you want. I was looking to see what I could get away with, and I think 1/16 is about it. Now you are going to want to have a rag handy whenever the cut is done. I don't seem to see one. Thought I had this set up. Grab one real quick. There we go. Now whenever the cut finishes, you can see it's not exactly traveling straight, but again, I don't want to mess with it. On the other end here, you can see that the tension bucket's headed to the floor. You'll hear it. That's the end of that. So use a rag, wipe off the foam. There. We're ready for the next cut. Remove the battery weight. And we've got a nice sheet of foam. So have fun building your planes, and don't get burnt by the wire. Thanks for watching.